29. Nano Prajapateraikya Darshanam Kuta Udbabhao Shastracharya Tadhetoho Asatva Tadasambhavaha. Virat Purusha, in the beginning, due to ignorance and the consequent identification with the body, got frightened, because me alone is there, and due to identification of the body, there was the fear of destruction of the body. Body is me, if body is destroyed, I am going to get destroyed. Therefore there was fear. But afterwards, he inquired into that and discovered this body cannot be me, the Chaitanya Swarupa, which has no birth, no death, and because of it, there is no room for any fear. Why? The cause of fear is Dvaitadhi Bhayam Bhavati. Something secondness is there, there is fear. So, me alone is there at Ishvara Swarupa, me alone is there is no question of any fear whatsoever. That is what he declared. Now, in this context, a doubt is possible. What is that doubt? How did this Virat Purusha gain the knowledge without Shastra and without the Guru? So that is the doubt posed, and answer is being given. Nanu Prajapatehe Aikya Darshanam. While chanting, we stopped at Prajapate Aikya. Aikya Darshanam, you can't separate because Shashti Tatpurush it is Aikyasya Darshanam, Aikya Darshanam. So, but just for convenience, we have stopped there. Otherwise, it should be Prajapatehe Aikya Darshanam. Anvaya, as it is we have seen last time. Nanu Prajapatehe Aikya Darshanam Kutaha Udbabhau Shastracharya Tadhetoho, add Tada Asatvat Tad Asambhavaha. Tadasambhava. There also you can't split Tad Asambhavaha. It is also Samasa compound. Tasya Asambhavaha Tadasambhavaha. Nanu, this entire stanza is a Purvapaksha, a doubt that is real. The question is like this: Prajapati here is Virat Purusha, Virajaha, Prajapati Virajaha. So, Aikya Darshanam Kutaha Udbabau Uttitham. How was it born? So, how did this Prajapati gain the knowledge? Why? We know for certain to gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, Guru, Shastra, Upadesha is required. The Upadesha of the Guru in accordance with the Shastra is required. So this Prajapati alone was there. So there was nothing other than him, and therefore he says Aikya Darshanam, knowledge of identity between his Swarupa and Brahma Swarupa. How did he get it? That is the question. Someone may counter argue, why should he not get it? What is wrong in getting it? So he got it. He got it, and we should also get it, is it not? So why Sunday morning come to the class here? So we should also get sitting at home only. We should get seeing the TV all the time, seeing the TV, and also Brahma Jnana also we should get it. What is wrong in that? Why should he come all the way here? Says the reason is this: because of this, how is it possible for him to gain it? Shastracharyadi tadhetoho tada asatva. Tada means when this Virat body was born at that time, he says asatvat, because of non-existence, because of absence of these two. Absence of what? Shastracharya dehi. So Shastracharya adi. Shastra, then Acharya, then Adi what? What is Adi? What is Adi? Shravana. He has to go say. This Virat has to go to an Acharya, and that also what? Samit Pani he has to go. Vidhivat he has to go. And then Adhibho Brahmaniti, Bhagavo Brahmaniti, he has to request. Then he has to teach. Nothing is there. Nothing is seen. Adi Shravana, Manana, etc. Again, you may say he inquired. He inquired is not Shravana. Shravana has to be from Guru Mukha, based on Shastra, on his own inquiry, that we can also inquire many things, not that way. Shastra, Acharyadi, Tad Hetoho. What is the Tad Hetu? Tasya Jnanasya Hetoho. Hetu, the means of gaining that knowledge. So the means of gaining the knowledge we find in Brihadaranyaka, not this. Atmavare drashtavyaha, shrotavyaha, mantavyaha, nididhyasitavyaha. Shastra itself says so. So therefore, tadhetoho asatvat, because of absence, he says, tadasambhavaha. Tadasambhava means tasya jnanasya asambhavaha, or this can be taken as, because earlier already tadhetoho abhavat asatvat told, jnana heto asatvat, tadasambhava can be jnana bhavat bhaya nivritya sambhavaha. Tadasambhava means bhayasya nivrittehe asambhavaha. So what was told here, he got the knowledge of his Swarupa, the fear that was born got dispelled off. So how could that fear get dispelled off? Because he can't gain the knowledge itself. How is it possible? That is the doubt, for which answer is now being given. Uchyate mahata punya punja pakena tatpadam vairajam labdhavam stena jnanamasyodbhabhau swataha. Uchyate mahata punya punja pakena tatpadam, no, pakena vairajam tatpadam. First take vairajam. Uchyate mahata punya punja pakena vairajam tatpadam labdhavan, or tatpadam vairajam, okay, tatpadam vairajam tatpadam labdhavan tena asya jnanam swataha udbhabhav. Tena asya jnanam swataha udbhabhav. Now think of it. If you have got a wishful thinking, if Virat Purusha can gain the knowledge without Shastra Acharya, we can also one day can get it. So if that is there, yes, you can get it, provided your embodiment is as pure as that of Virat Purusha. Why? Virat Purusha's embodiment is a special embodiment. How is it special? Listen. Uchyate, answer is being given. What is it? Mahata punya punja papena vairajam tatpadam labdhavan. Do you know how did Virat Purusha gain this particular embodiment? Mahata punya punja pakena. Punja is samuha. Mahata, great. Punya punja, punya samuha. Paka. Paka is, literally what is paka, you know? Cooking. Paka is cooking. Here cooking means fructification. Actually, even a fruit getting fructified is cooking only. It is a slow cooking. You don't know that. You think that cooking is only on the stove, etc. Every day, even after that cooking, you also cook. After eating also you cook. Where? In your stomach. Vaishwanara fire cooks fruits. Actually, fructification of any raw fruit is nothing but slow cooking. I don't know, those who are coming from mango groves, you know. So in those land, you know, lots of mangoes, you know what they do? In a room, they spread the hay, a dry grass. On that spread the mangoes. cover that again with another layer of the grass, and then close the room with all the windows and the doors. Depending on the type of the mango, how many days generally take for making, that means fructification, and then they open it, and if you enter, you will sweat there. Such a heat is generated. Why? Even in Bombay. So you get taken, the ripe mango is after, not immediately, not already ripe in the shop. So if you bring it raw and keep it for when it is ripe, you hold it. It is warm. If you touch it, it is warm. That's why they say before eating the mango, you should soak in the water for 12 to 24 hours, so that heat is removed. There is a point in that. Okay, it is not just don't brush aside. There is sense behind that. Now all modern, they think that unless you prove nothing is correct, they say, but there is a point. That's why the heat gets generated. That's why there is a possibility of, high possibility, getting boils in the summer, especially with mangoes, added with milk. So you take milk and mango, rest assured you'll get boils, especially on face only. Why? These two combinations can't be together. That's why this nowadays milkshake, I am repeatedly telling this, because this milkshake has become a habit. According to Ayurveda, milk and any fruits can't go together. You can, because mango is a little hot, you can take milk, but there must be 3 to 4 hours gap between the mango and the milk. Nothing wrong with the milk as far as the mangoes are concerned, but there should be a gap. Together they should not be. No fruit should be with the milk. You can take afterwards, but not along with it. All milkshakes are problematic in future, not immediately as such, whatever it may be. So like this, that paka, fructification is nothing but a slow cooking, heat is generated. Now here paka means maturity, fructification. The punya that he has earned to become the Virat Purusha have got now fructified. How they have got fructified? He has actually got the now Virat embodiment he has got. So therefore, Mahata Punya Punja Pakena Vairajam Tatpadam, that pada, that sthana, that position of Virat, Tat, why Tat? Because this person was aspiring for that for how many years now? This Virat status is not possible because of the result of the upasana and the karma in one life. He was working for that in many lives. Now it has got fructified, and therefore Tatpadam Labdhavan, he has got it. And therefore, because of this specific punya, that antakarana is so mature that on his own, by inquiry, he could get the knowledge. So therefore, tena means because of that status of Virat, which is the product of such a great punya. So what happened? Asya virajaha, Virat Purushaha, virajaha of the Virat Purusha, jnanam swataha udbhavau. Swataha means on his own, by oneself, what you call with self-help, without the help of any guru or acharya. On his own, he got the knowledge. For others, it is not possible because their body is not like that of Virat. No, we may also have body like that of Virat. Possible or not? Can we not have body like that of Virat? Tell me, possible or not? Possible. When? Not now. Why? Already post is full there. Already one post. Already see it. Only one person at a time. Already. Now question is, whether the Virat Purusha is there or not, what is the guarantee? Maybe vacant. Post may be vacant. Post may be vacant. So therefore we can aspire. Post is not vacant. Do you know why? There is a proof. Do you know what is the proof? Wait. You and me themselves are the proof that the post is not vacant. So therefore, without Virat Purusha coming into existence, you and me will not come into existence. Wait for a few more stanzas. The topic is going to be discussed right now. So therefore, because already Virat is there, no other person in that kalpa can ever have the status of Virat, and therefore for others such type of embodiment is just next to impossible. So on their own they cannot gain the knowledge. So how that Mahata Punya Punjena Mahata Punya Punja Pakena was told, how exalted that embodiment is there. To make it clear, some Shruti is being quoted. This Smriti actually is quoted by Bhashyakara Shankaracharya in the Brihadaranyaka Bhashya. Same thing is cited here. The source of Smriti is not that known. Jnanam apratighamyasya vairagyam cha jagatpati Aishwaryam chaiva dharmascha saha siddhamiti smritihi yasya jagatpatehi apratigham jnanam vairagyam cha yasya jagatpatehi apratigham jnanam vairagyam cha Aishwaryam cha eva dharmascha saha siddham iti smritihi. Saha siddham iti smritihi. So the smriti says like this. So how exalted is the embodiment of this Virat Purusha? Yasya jagatpatehe, of the Jagatpati, Jagataha Patihi, the overlord of entire creation. Overlord of entire creation at the sthula level. Sthula level. Why? Who is the actual overlord? Ishvara. And subtle level, who is the overlord? Hiranyagarbha. See, hierarchy wise, Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, number 3 is who? Virat. So therefore he is like a deputy. Actually he is like a deputy. But at the gross level, he is the master, he is the overlord. So therefore, Jagatpatehi. So of this Virat Purusha, who is the overlord of entire Jagat. So Jagatpatehi, Yasya Jagatpatehi. Do you know what is his knowledge? Apratigham jnanam. Apratigham is apratibaddham, nirankusham, unobstructed. So apratigham is apratibaddham, means nirankusham, unobstructed, unrestrained knowledge. His knowledge is nirankusham. This apratigham adjective goes with all the words. Apratigham vairagyam, apratigham aishwaryam, apratigham dharmaha. So with all these attributes, features, this apratigham, unobstructed goes. So yasya jagatpatehi, that means Virat Purusha, jnana is unobstructed. Not only that, vairagyam cha apratigham vairagyam cha. His vairagya discussion also is what? Unobstructed. Keep in mind, this will be useful afterwards. What is said, his vairagya is unobstructed. Is what? He has got total vairagya, because why we will see afterwards. So he has got total vairagya, not temporary vairagya. You know, there are some temporary vairagya, smashana vairagya, prasuti vairagya. When things go in 6ers and 7s, everyone gets the vairagya. Afterwards what? Like that, no? The dog's tail, no? Like the dog's tail. However much you straighten, again it becomes curly. In Marathi there is a statement, Yere Maja Magla. They say Yere Maja Magla means again the same good old story. For some time some vairagya because thappad mil gaya. So like that, no, you know, so that like that mouse in the drum. In the villages, the folk dances are there. Now the farmers, what they do? Whole daytime they sweat and toil in the farm. Evening after dinner, what happens? So they have some leisure. What they have got the dance. They have got the folk dance. And at that time they beat the drum. So daytime the drum was hanging on a peg. So what happened one day night? One mouse made a hole in the membrane of that drum and entered inside. The fellow entered but didn't know how to come out. And he was there for whole day, whole night, and next day also he was there. That day, night, that farmer as usual took the drum because the dance is going on and started beating. Doom, right side, doom. The mouse started running to the left. Doom, whatever. Left side, doom. He started running to the right. But by that time his beat frequency started what? Doom, doom, doom. This fellow started this way, this way, this way. Afterwards totally confused because the beating was so fast, he didn't know what to do. Like that, ये बाजू से थप्पड़ मिल गया, वो क्या हो गया, वो बाजू में दौड़ गया, वो बाजू में थप्पड़ मिल गया, ये बाजू आ गया, इधर थप्पड़ मिल गया, बाद में थप्पड़ 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 the fellow is that then afterwards if something is there, ayyo Bhagavan trahimam pahimam, provided some luck is there. Otherwise suicide or drugs or some nonsense will start, liquor or something will start afterward. Some punya either at least will start praying to who? Bhagavan, or come to such classes. So we come to Vedanta or some ashram somewhere or something because of some punya. If that is not there, liquor or drugs or suicide, such a thing only is the gati for the fellow. So like this, so that is what. So vairagyam, that vairagya, that temporary vairagyas also are there. Smashana vairagya. You know this smashana vairagya? Some near and dear passed away, and this fellow went to the crematorium and saw all, see what a great person was, how much accomplishment was there, what use, etc. See the smokes are rising up, everything is temporary, etc. Everything is temporary. Perfect vairagya. How long? Till he returns home. And when he returned home, the wife knew little some samskaras. That etiquette is that when you return from crematorium, you should not enter just like that. You should first take the bath and then enter the house. So therefore what she did was, in a bucket with a chambu, she has kept the water outside. House was on the ground floor, okay, near the road. Moment he came, he flat up with the wife. Why did you keep that chambu and the bucket outside? The house is near the road. If somebody picks up the chambu, what will happen? Vairagya was there. What will? Just before everything was, with the fumes everything goes, now chambu was so great as such. So like this, temporary vairagyas are there. No. Apratigam vairagyam yasya. Unobstructed means what? Absolute. No doubt whatsoever. There is a point why I am saying remember, because something else is going to come. It appears as though it is a contradictory statement. It is not contradiction. We will see resolve afterward. So ayasya vairagyam cha apratigam vairagyam, again apratigam aishwaryam cha eva. Aishwarya, here not wealth over lordship, mastery over everything. Says it is Aishwaryam, Apratigam Aishwaryam, unobstructed overlordship means Nirankusha. Nobody to check him as such. He is the overlord of entire creation. Apratigam Dharmascha. Dharma, the punya also is something that is apratigam, unobstructed, means that is what I was told, mahata punya punya pakena. So it is that something unparalleled punya. All these, do you know how they have come to him? Sahasiddham. Sahasiddham means sahaja siddham, that is innate, inborn, natural. All these three are inborn, innate, natural, in the sense they are with him as a result of his upasanas, karmas of past lives. Not he did something here. That means like, you know, inborn tendencies are there. At times they say, a musician's child while crying also, what does it do? It cries in Sapta Swaras only itself. Maybe because of some punya. See, it is born as a child in the musician's house because of some punya must be there, because from the childhood onwards it is listening to the music. Why childhood? Even in the mother's womb, prenatal education was something which was practiced common in the olden days. Now it is becoming some great discovery of the West. Long back I had told. Recently somebody showed me the news cutting. So that in America they had some experiment with it. See, you know the child when kept the crying child when kept on the mother's breast and you just pat it pacified. Do you know why? Child is familiar with the heartbeat of the mother, and also child is familiar with the sound of the mother. That's why I say if the mother talks, etc., the child is pacified, but not other. So when it is kept on the breast, what happens? The heartbeat, familiarity is there. Something is there. If the mother talks, also familiarity is there. They experimented the same. You see, the milk in a bottle or something, gadget with the nipple like the mother's nipple only, and it was fed. While feeding, on a cassette, record player was there, cassette, mother's voice was played and the child was drinking that. When the cassette was stopped, it left the milk. Now what did they do? They played the voice of the father, nothing doing. Because it is not familiar with the voice of the father. So that is one thing. Other thing, you see, about 19 ladies they took for experiment, and when they were carrying, they played something like the cat in the hat, something okay. The cat in the hat, some story type, etc. They were daily, twice they were repeating in front of the mothers. And when the children were born, whenever they are crying, etc., when the cat in the hat is played, child is quiet and pacified. Why? Familiar with the particular, that is what the sound, etc. Now think of it. Who Abhimanyu? Abhimanyu could get how? That is there. So therefore it is very, very important. Much more important nowadays, because nowadays the would-be mothers, what they do? Channel TVs are there, all nonsense is going on, and they expose it, all familiarity, and that child will demand only this thing in future. There is no room for complaining that present generation is unwieldy, etc. You can't say, because then whose mistake it is. That's why in the olden days, so a mother exposes to more and more satsanga. Hiranyakashipu's wife, what did Prahlada do? All prenatal education only. So Narada saw to it that, so Prahlada's mother was kept in a hermitage, and where satsang was going on. That upbringing was there in the Prahlada. The born only, he was a great devotee. So that's why it's a very, very important, subtle point. So how a mother conducts during the period of that carrying, that determines the samskara of the child. It is not an ordinary thing as such. Entire generation can be changed for good. Now it is going to dogs because of such, that means unrestrained indulgence in many things. That's why I also see many aspects you can see. As far as India is concerned, I think maybe other countries also maybe, so I don't know. When a lady is carrying, she looked after so well, or at least expected that she should be looked after so well that her all desires should be met. There should not be frustration, there should not be anger. Her mind must be at what? At ease and poise. Why? It affects the mental texture of the child. This is what very important. All these were there. Maybe they had not explained, but prenatal education was something of common practice in India. So, in this way, Sahasiddham. Sahasiddham means they were inborn, innate, not produced on account of some action, karma or upasana did after the Virat embodiment was taken to, because of earlier result only. So they were Sahaja Siddham iti Smriti. Now this is concluded. So what is concluded? The doubt was, how did this Virat Purusha gain the knowledge without Shastra and the Guru? Because of what? This specific embodiment that he was wielding. And these were just natural for him. That topic is concluded and the next topic is now being started. Evam swati swayam bhata Vedatvad buddhavan swayam Bodhadhvastatma mohasya Bodhadhvastatma mohasyapi Arati samajayata Evam sati swayam bhata vedatvat Swayam buddhavam Bodhadhvastatma mohasya api Aratihi samajayata Evam sati. Evam sati, this being so. What is this being so? The embodiment of Virat is something which is unparalleled. It is as a result of Mahata Punya Punja Paka. So, and his Jnana, Vairagya, Aishwarya, Dharma, all are unrestrained and also Sahaja inborn. So therefore, this being so, evam sati, so this Virat could gain the knowledge on his own. Swayam bhata vedatva. Swayam bhata vedatva means Veda here stands for Upanishad. So being the one, because of self-revealed Upanishad. Swayam bhata vedatva means self-revealed Upanishad. Upanishad not through the Acharya and the Shastra, but directly it got revealed to him by his own inquiry. So because of self-revealed Upanishad, Swayam bhata vedatva. So what did Viraj accomplish? Swayam buddhavan. So Swayam buddhavan, on his own, got the knowledge. What knowledge? Brahmasmiti Aikya Darshanam. Buddhavan means got the knowledge. What is that knowledge? Brahma Asmiti. I am Brahma myself. Such that Aikya Darshana, knowledge of identity with Brahma Swarupa, that he got. So with this, the topic as to how Virat got the knowledge without Guru, that is concluded. Now, something happened. So what happened? Let us see now. Who is this guy now? Virat, not earlier Ajnaha. Earlier he got frightened. No, now he has got the Atma Jnana on his own because of specific type of embodiment. And his knowledge, Vairagya, the Aishwarya, Dharma are something which is uncontrolled, means absolute in nature. In spite of that, some gadbad happened. So let us see what happened. We are ready. Bodhadhvasta atma mohasya api. Even though this Virat is of such nature, do you know who is he? Bodhadhvasta atma mohasya. Atma moha. Atma moha means literally, moha is bhranti, delusion. Moha also used for ajnana. Atma ajnana. The Atma here, is actually, it is a Bahuri Samasa. Bodhadhvastatma mohaha is the name of the Virat now. It's Shashti Vibhakti Mohasya. Now, Atma Moha is ignorance of oneself. And that Atma Moha is Dvasta. Dvasta means terminated, removed, destroyed. How? Bodhena. Bodhena, Atma Bodhena. So, Dvasta, the one whose Atma Moha, the ignorance of oneself, is Dvasta, destroyed, terminated by what? Bodha, the knowledge of oneself. Means Virat is the person, he is the one whose ignorance of oneself is destroyed by Atma Jnana. Means Jnani, that's all. So that is actually Bodha Dhvasta Atma Mohasya Api, means Jnaninaha Api. Even though he is a Jnani, what happened? Aratihi Samajayata. This was born. What was born? Aratihi. Aratihi means absence of rati, means discontentment, agitation, uneasiness, dissatisfaction. In spite of being an Atma-jnani, in the case of Virat, what happened? There was some discontentment. So some agitation, that is, some dissatisfaction, some uneasiness was there. If a jnani has got discontentment, uneasiness, agitation, what for that jnana? I think ours is better, is it not? Ajnana is better. Thoda vishay bhog bhi milega. So here this you fellows say vishay bhoga not to be taken to vairagya, etc. And finally also discontentment. What is the use of that knowledge? So aratihi jayata. Let us see before that, what is that arati? What is discontentment? What is that uneasiness? What is that agitation, dissatisfaction? And why did he get it? Because why? You say, look, as in the case of an ordinary person, there is something great, is it? Suppose somebody, if he gets agitated, dissatisfied, discontented, is there something great? In fact, if it is not so, it is great. That's why I told you, no? When a child is born, if he doesn't cry, two slaps are given, let's say, to make the child cry. I told you explanation. My commentary, you know what is because a child is told, if you don't weep, you are misfit to be in the world. Why? The world is meant for only those who weep. So weeping, crying is something which is natural for this world. So therefore, it is what it is anyway. So not that way anyway. So whatever medical science may say, that's a different thing. So they have got their own explanation, which may not be totally true. They say to start the breathing, etc. So they did not say even without that they start. That's not a thing. So whatever it may be. Now, he says, so how did he get it? What he mean by that arati? See, in the ordinary case we can reconcile, but a jnani, and so not an ordinary jnani, a jnani who got knowledge without the help of guru. Or is it that because he didn't get the knowledge, look, there may be some Mahabhagas, that is not the reason. Say, look, jnana is to be gained through whom? Guru. But this Virat Purusha got the knowledge without the Guru. Therefore what happened? In spite of gaining the knowledge, there was arati. That is not the reason at all. It is not. Knowledge means knowledge. Otherwise, Shruti will not tell that he says, look here, who told this? He got the knowledge. Not that he was sitting on the Sunday afternoon on a easy chair. I have read so many things. I have got a knowledge, and therefore he declared, I am a jnani. No, Shruti says he has got the knowledge like this, etc. His knowledge cannot be questioned, and yet arati is there. What is that arati first told, and what is the reason will be seen. Svabhishtavastvalabhena Chetaso yanavasthitihi Arate sasisrukshoho Savat bhadajayata Another reading is there. Sa vadhvalabhat ajayata. Sa vadhvalabhat ajayata. Ya anvaya. Ya swabhishta vastvalaabhena chetasaha anavasthitihi. Add syat. Chetasaha anavasthiti. Ya anavasthiti there. Anavasthitihi. Add syat. Sa aratihi. Add bhavati. Sa arati bhavati. Up to here the definition of arati. Then what is the reason in the case of jnani? We'll see. Sa sisrukshoho vastvalaabhat ajayata or vadhvalabhat ajayata. So what is arati? The definition like this. Yeah, whatever that mental state that is like this, the disposition like this. Yeah, swabhishta vastvalaabhena swasya abhishta vastoho alabhena. Alabhena, because of not getting what? Vastu, a thing. What vastu? Swasya abhishta, desired by oneself. When a person doesn't get the object of his desire or her desire, what happens? You know, that disposition, that mental condition of agitation is called as aratihi. While coming to the class, you wanted the roads to be what? Dry. You didn't want the rain to come. And what happened? It started heavily raining. Abhishta vastu labha or alabha? Alabha. Of course, you will not be that much this thing, but still what? Why this fellow should come at this time only? So that is what? There is some sort of unease is there, agitation is there. So or whenever whatever you want to accomplish and gain, you don't get it, that agitation, that unease. So that is what? That discontentment, that dissatisfaction is what? So ya anavasthiti. Anavasthiti means unsteadiness, instability. In the mind, whatever anavasthiti, unsteadiness, unease, instability is there. So that is what is called as arati. And it is caused by what? Not getting the desired object. Why do you want the desired object? Anyone seeks any desired object for what? To get happiness or to get freed from sorrow. Okay? So, arati comes because you don't get your desired object. Desired object you want for your happiness or to get rid of the sorrow. Fine, understandable. As far as the world is concerned, we don't understand. But, who got arati? Virat. Means, Virat wanted to have something. And he didn't get it. Therefore, he arati. Is it okay? Why not? Already who? Jnani. If you are like any other person, we can understand. Who is he? Jnani. Bodha dhvasta atma moha. The one by who, that means atma bodha, who has terminated the ajnana of oneself. Such a person is full and complete. When he is discovered full and complete, there should not be any desire. So how did Virat entertain a desire? And why that desire didn't get fulfilled? And you say, if he had a desire, and in spite of that, how can you say he is a jnani? And he had a desire, and how can you say he has got what vairagya? Apratigam vairagya. I told for this purpose, keep in mind. It was told that he has got apratiga vairagya. Nirankusha vairagya is there. How did he have any desire. Before that, let us see what was that desire. Let us. Sa, that is aratihi. That discontentment on the part of Virat was on account of this. What is that? Because of what? For whom? Sisrukshoho. Srashtum ichchuhu sisrukshuhu. One who is desirous of creating the world. He is who? Sisrukshuhu. Virat was desirous of creating the world, means the gross world he was desirous of creating. And for that, he wanted vastvālābhāt, vastoho alābhāt, because the required thing to create the world was not available to him. So what is the required thing? The alternate reading gives vadvalabha, vadhoho valabha. You know what is, who is vadhu? Vara vadhu. Vara is bridegroom. Vadhu is bride, means vadhalabha means because he didn't get the wife, that's all. Achha? This fellow wanted to get the married, he wanted to get the married, and you are telling him to be who? Jnani, not only Jnani. Jnani may have little deficiency, sometimes it is possible. Because of that, at that moment intense vairagya was there. Jnana ho gaya, बाद में थोड़ा सा क्या हो गया? Slack. So there was some, what you call that? Relapse. Medical terminology. There was some relapse, and thoda that vairagya got dwindled. No, what was told? Apratigham vairagyam. How is this all about? First thing, how at all he got the desire to create. And creation means are required, means he had not got. Vastvālābhāt means vadvalābhāt, means the feminine aspect was not available. Do you know why? Virat was only what? Only Virat, and Virat alone, his only embodiment was there. There was nothing other than Virat embodiment. Now the questions come. How at all he could have the desire, and that desire fructifying in terms of non-availability of the desired means, and you claim he is a jnani. How is it all about? The question is now asked. Nanu vidnyana nidhastau avidyaya kuto ratihi ध्वस्तान्ध्यस्यापि सा चेत् स्यात् अनिर्मोक्षः प्रसज्यते. Sir, many problems are cropping up now. You told one thing, but now nothing but problems now. What is it? Nanu, take Anvaya. Nanu, there this sandhi breaking is Vijnana vidhvastau avidyayaha. Anvaya now. Nanu avidyayaha vijnana vidhvastau aratihi kutaha ad sambhavi. Aratihi kutaha sambhavi. Andhyasya api syachet. ध्वस्तान्ध्यस्यापि स्याच्चेत् अनिर्मोक्षः प्रसज्येत. Anirmoksha prasajyeta. Nanu, entire stanza is a pura paksha. The doubt is like this. See, look. Arati, what is arati? That dissatisfaction, discontentment because of what? Lack of fulfillment of the desire. Means desired object is not there and it is not fulfilled. Means first what was there? A desire was there, afterwards it didn't get fulfilled. When do the desires crop up? What the cause of desire? Ajnana. Without avidya, ajnana, desires can't crop up. And who is this guy? Jnani. Virat, he is a Jnani. When he is a Jnani, where is the room for ajnana, avidya? When there is no avidya, no ajnana, how can he have desire? Not getting fulfilled, that's afterward. How did he get the desire itself? That is the question now. Nanu avidyayaha. So avidyayaha vijnana vidvastau. So when he is avidya, who's avidya? Virat Purusha's avidya. Vijnanena vidvastau ad satyam. Vijnana vidvastau ad satyam. Means when it is destroyed by vijnana, atma jnana, vijnanena vidvastau satyam. Vidvasti is what? The destruction. When the ignorance of Virat Purusha is destroyed by what? Vijnana. How do you say Vijnana? Already told, he got the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, and he declared also. So when that is so, aratihi kutaha sambhavi. Arati, that dissatisfaction which is the product of what? Ignorance. Kutaha. Why? Because arati is avidya karya. Arati, the lack of, that is the dissatisfaction, discontentment is product of ignorance. How? Ignorance gives rise to desire. Desires are not fulfilled, gives rise to arati. Arati is the product of avidya. So avidya karyasya arati. So he says, aratihi kutaha sambhavi. How is it born? Now if you say, why not? What is wrong? It is born. If it is born, I will accept. But do you know what will happen? Moksha will be impossible. Ajnani getting desires and getting frustrated, understandable. Jnani also has got desires and gets frustrated. And what is the difference between Jnani and Ajnani? Panchadashi says, if at all difference between Jnani and Ajnani is this: presence and absence of desire because of presence and absence of adhyasa. 6th chapter that is going, like last class only we have seen that. Adhyasa is that desires are there. No adhyasa, no desires. So that is what it is. So that is the distinction. No other distinction. Walking, talking, eating, all this, etc. There is no distinction between a jnani and a ajnani. So that is the case. He says, now if you say, no, even if it is jnani, desire is possible. And when the desire is obstructed or not fulfilled, arati is that. If you say, here is the problem. What is the problem? Sa means that arati, which is avidya karya, dhvantandhyasya api. Andhya here is ajnana. Not dhvanta. Dhvastandhasya, not dhvanta. Dhvanta is marga. Dhvasta. Dhvastandhyasya. Dhvasta means destroyed, nashta. Andhyasya is ajnanasya. So, dhvastandhyasya means nashtadnyanasya. The one in whose case the andhya, the ajnana, ignorance of oneself is what? Is destroyed. You say, in this case means even in the case of jnani, sa syat chet. If arati is born because desire is born, do you know what problem is going to crop up now? Anirmokshaha prasajjeta. A context is going to come wherein moksha is not going to be possible. Why not possible? Even jnani also gets desires because of arati. Desire means what happens? Desires give rise to? Desire is product of ajnana. Desire give rise to arati. Arati give rise to karma. Karma give rise to karma phala. Karma phala gives rise to janma marana. Jnani subject to janma marana. What moksha it is? It says anirmokshaha prasajjeta. You are landing in a problem where moksha is next to impossible. And you claim Jnani, not ordinary Jnani, such a great Jnani. How is it possible? He says, actually this is what those who had attended 6th chapter of Panchadashi, exactly this was the problem. The question comes there, whether a Jnani can have, that context was, if Adhyasa is not there, Adhyasa means identification with the body and the consequent mutual superimposition is not there. Even if desires are there, those desires are not binding. That was the topic there. So in that context, so it was analysis was conducted, because desires with Adhyasa only bind. The question comes, if he is a Jnani, how come the desire crop up? Because generally, as a Samanya rule, generally, if a person is a Jnani, desires should not be there. That is the rule. How can he? Because of some prarabdha, at times desires are possible. In the case of Virat, it was the prarabdha, because he had the desire to create. Why Virat embodiment was, what ordered, or why it came into existence? Because the jivas are clamoring for Srishti and the embodiment. So that being the case, there is a demand, and therefore Ishvara created Virat for what purpose? For the sake of propagation of progeny, and with that purpose the body is ordered, though because of specific feature of that punyapaka, though he got the knowledge, what happened? That prarabdha karma of creation still continues. Prarabdha karma of creation is there, means for creation must be there. That is what happened, vastvalabha. So therefore it is a specific case, not only Virat Purusha's case, but all those presiding deities in the heavens like Yama, etc., Yama, Indra, Varuna, all these, though they have got the knowledge, their body will continue until the prarabdha is over. What will they do in terms of the embodiment is already programmed by prarabdha. Not only in the case of this presiding deities, it is true in the case of other jnanis also. Any jnani, even a human being also, the moment the knowledge is gained, the body doesn't wither away, it continues on account of prarabdha karma. And the prarabdha karma, at times, certain desires, not desires binding in nature, so that I can be happy, etc., like the desire for loka sangra, etc., for the good of humanity, etc., in specific cases or because of prarabdha are possible. Here, it is not ordinary prarabdha, the prarabdha of creation of the entire gross world. Virat Purusha, even after gaining knowledge, cannot escape from that prarabdha. That is what, this is all happened. The answer is Apyutpannatma bodhanam Adhikara samapitaha Aratyadi yatha drishtam Tathaiva syat prajapati. First he gives general rule, then applies to Virat Purusha Prajapati. You will see that. Swasti prajabhya paripalantam